I'm sorry about an unexpected break, but we are now on the unexpected part 2 of our trombone video. We'll start where we last left off with our trombone, our embouchure. Your embouchure, remember, is the most important part next to your breath in producing sound. Your sound comes from your buzzing. And to create a buzz, you need tight corners. Imagine, like the string on a guitar, it gets stretched real tight. Your lips need to be stretched tight too, not as tight as a guitar because that would hurt. However, they do need to be tight. Make sure the corners of your mouth are nice and stiff and fold back. And then when you blow, that should allow your lips to just buzz freely. Now, as a beginning player, you're probably going to have a hard time with the buzzing. I brought this up in our trumpet video, however, I will bring it up again. The pencil method works. Put it in your mouth, and then hold it with just your lips, not your teeth. If you hold it with your teeth, it won't really work, or it won't really do anything for you. Hold it with your lips, and keep it straight out. The feeling that you get when you put your lips on the, or you keep your lips up with the pencil, is the exact feeling that you should have when playing the trombone. Do that for 45 seconds a day, and you will start to build up muscle in there real quick. So, finally, yes, finally, we will get to play the trombone. So, most people will probably buzz either a B flat, the low B flat in the staff, or an F in the staff. So, let's just blow a B flat. You hear that tone? I didn't get to warm up today, however. The tone is nice and full and warm. A bad tone would mean you have restricted airflow and it would sound kind of like... That sounded thin and gross and just felt weak and not supported at all. Your diaphragm should be pushing the air out of your lungs and you should be able to create really good sounds with your trombone. Much warmer. I'll show you one more time. Here's a bad sound. Here's a better sound. Consistent, full, and good. Here's a little exercise you can do with your trombone. We call them slurs. No, sorry. Not slurs. You're going to learn long tones first. Long tones. So what you do is you start at the first position and you go to second position. And you just slide right down. Right down to second position. Now do the same thing, start at first position, except this time we're going to go straight to third position. And remember, this doesn't have to be on the B flat that I'm playing. Whatever note you can get, or whatever note you're most comfortable playing in first position, start with that. It's good to build a foundation that you can already create. The trombones and brass instruments in general, it is very unique or like personal what note you're going to be able to hit, what you can and can't do, what your lips can and can't do. So just do whatever is comfortable for you. Build a foundation where you are at. So, you do the same thing. We go back. We continue by going down the fourth position. Then fifth position. Sixth position, seventh position. You can also do lip slurs, which I accidentally said earlier, but we'll get to them now. And what you're doing is you're just kind of lifting your lips to change the note in the same position. For example, you can play B flat and F in the same position like this. You heard how I changed notes without actually changing my position. I didn't even use my right hand, I just changed. That's called a lip slur. You can do that, go to each position and do just that. If you're having having trouble doing it, what you do is you just blow on the note you're hitting, and then to go to above or below, or to go above, I mean, in this case, your tongue is like my hand here. You just lift it kind of up. It'd be like, and you make ta-ee. You say that with me. Ta-ee, ta-ee. That's exactly what my lips and my mouth and my tongue are doing when I'm doing that. My tongue is lifting up to kind of carry me to the next, what we call partial. That's the different note in the same position. Those are called partials. Think of it like floors on a building. B flat would be like your bottom floor. F would be the floor above it. So you just go ta-ee to lift you up, your tongue. So I'll just play it again. You can try to do this with me. Alright. Now, the last thing we're going to get to today is tonguing. We went over this in my trumpet video, but again, we'll go over it because this is a different instrument. Tonguing. Your tongue, the role it serves is just to get in the way of the air and get out, not to disrupt the flow, but to break it up, if that makes sense. Imagine turning on a faucet and the water coming down. The water coming down, streaming out, is like your air. Now, if you could just like take your finger and slice through the stream, does that stop the stream? That's a rhetorical question, and the answer is no, it does not stop the stream. It just cuts through it. The stream is like your air, just flowing freely. Your tongue should be like your finger, slicing through the water stream. It doesn't stop the stream, it just kind of cuts through it, enough to make a break in it. For a more literal example of using breath and tongue, it would sound like this. I don't know if you could hear that, but you could kind of hear the separation. It might sound better if I use it in my trombone. So I'm going to blow a note and I'm going to start tonguing. And you should be able to hear when I'm tonguing it, but you should hear that the air doesn't stop. You could hear the separation, right? But you also notice that my sound didn't stop afterwards. There was no break in the sound. If I were to break the sound of my tongue, that would mean I'm using it too strong. It would sound something like this. You know, da, da, da. That's not what we want. It's choppy, it's inconsistent. Remember, consistency is very important. So you want your tongue to kind of just get in the way. There's a fun exercise that you can only do on the trombone that will help with your tonguing, and we call it ping pong. You'll see why it's called ping pong in a second. So what you do, you see first, fifth position. You hit a note in first, you hit a note in fifth. I'll play it for you and it'll explain itself. Your tongue, remember, just cuts in the middle, so I'll show you. You go like this. One, five, 1, 5. You do that you can go slower or faster, whatever you're more comfortable with, just as long as you can play it clearly. That'll get you to kind of physically understand how the tongue interacts with the trombone, with its physicality and the slide and your airflow. It's a great way to judge if you're using too much tongue, if your tongue is being too strong, blocking the air, and you can hear if your tongue maybe is being too lazy. It's a great way. The thing I love about the trombone is that you can hear where you're going wrong. So yeah, to recap everything, the trombone is made of 3 parts. To buzz, use your armature. Trombone has 7 basic positions, but we gotta remember that there are no exact positions. It's just kind of relative. The slide, always keep it lubricated every time you open it. Yeah, so it's been great teaching you today. I hope you learned a thing, and I hope you will continue on the trombone. And until next time, we'll see you later.